Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Tracy, and today I will be talking about a situation that is becoming all too common and popular, and I believe it's a very unfortunate situation, and I think that it should stop. It shouldn't continue. But before I go into the topic, please allow me to remind you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget, turn your notification buttons on. You hear it first. So, what I would like to talk about is the attachment of children to fathers that are not biologically theirs. And this has become all too common. This is not a very, very good situation for the children. And I am beseeching to the mothers who are doing this or who have this in mind to do to your child for whatever reason. Please, if you're pregnant and it is in your thought, don't do it. For the mothers who know for a fact that they have done this to their child, please let the children know now. Please do not continue the charade. This must stop. You are not hurting yourself, but you're hurting your children. You're hurting the men who are basically good fathers. You're hurting the men who are good fathers. Because oftentimes, the people who are hurting are the fathers who have been taking care of the children from birth until now. And trust and believe me, we all know it is not easy to find a good man to take care of a child. Because trust and believe me, there are so many deadbeat dads out there. But it is too often that we see the men are in tears, they are weeping. It is so sad to see this. And the reason why I'm talking about it, this has recently happened to a family friend of mine. But that's a new video. That's another video. However, what I would say that we as mothers, we should stop this. Who are you protecting? What is the reason for this? It is too often that these men, especially now for the children to come to the United States, to migrate from wherever they're coming from in this world, it is now requiring DNA testing. And mothers, you know what you were doing at the time of your pregnancy. And you cannot tell me or anybody that you don't know that there were doubts. I'm not here to knock any mother. Because the greatest gift of anything, I believe, you gave the child life. But at the end of the day, the next gift that you should give the child is a biological father. You should not think about robbing the child of that aspect of their life. Children need to know who their biological father is. You cannot and you shouldn't. Who are you protecting? It is very selfish of you. And I can tell you, as a mother and as a woman, you know the people who you are sleeping with. So if in your mind you think, okay, I was sleeping with John, and I was sleeping with Paul, and I was sleeping with Harry, but now I am pregnant, you know what? I'm going to choose a better one off the few. No. You knew what you were doing. So if you know John was not up to standard for you to say, okay, he fathered your child, you should never be sleeping with John. If you knew that Paul was richer and Paul has more money and has more things to offer your child, you should just be sleeping with Paul. You women, you need to stop being deceitful. Because the only people who are hurting in the hand is the children, not you. You are just selfishly protecting yourself and saving face. And as also when it comes onto some of these women, because of promiscuity, you're not able to identify a father for your child. And I'm a big believer, if you don't know who your child's father is, give the child your name. Please don't go out there and hand the child off to a man, and in the end, when the child is 15, 16-year-old, 20-year-old, how many years later, the child found out that the man you give them as a father is not their biological father. Like, what part of your brain work, and when does it not register to you that I am not supposed to be doing this to my child? My child deserves more. My child deserves better. Why are you going to let your child down like that? How do you look your child in the face when you know you are carrying this age-old secret? And you have some of these family members who are carrying this age-old secret. And then you, very same family members, claim, oh, I love my cousin so much. I love my sister so much. I love my brother so much. No, you don't love that person if you carry such an age-old secret year to year, day to day, and you know that this is not the child's biological father. But what you do, you sit there and hand in hand. Christmas party come, everybody's kumbaya. Funeral, everybody kumbaya. Wedding, everybody kumbaya. But then on the day of reckoning, when the DNA test proves otherwise, everybody is looking, and whose face is not hanging down because of shame face. No, don't be embarrassed then. Don't question it then, because what? You, the mother, you knew what you were doing from the gate. You knew. So why allow it to be such a deceit to your child? Why allow such deceit to your child? Why are you being deceiving? Why are you deceiving your child? Like, you are hurting your children. Stop giving your children fathers that are not their father, that are not their biological father. Stop doing it. If you don't know who your papa, the child's papa is, give it your name. Nothing is wrong with that. You understand me? Give the child an explanation when the child grow up. But don't pin the child on to a man. This is not playing pin the tail on a donkey. This is not playing pin the tail on a donkey. You're talking about somebody's future. You're talking about your child's future. You're talking about your child becoming attached to another human being, and to have that ripped away from them years later, decades later. Because of being selfish. A mother should have conditional love for their children, not selfish beliefs and selfish thoughts. You know, I believe since from a child is in the womb, there's a connection, there's that bond that should be formed with your child. And that entire time, you have a whole, 36 weeks or 39 weeks to carry that old child. And you have that plan in your head, and at no time during that 39 weeks, like nothing dawned on you to say, you know what? I can't do this to my child. I'm not going to do this to my child. At no point it dawned on you to say, no, me can't do this to my pitney. Me love my pitney too much to make this happen. You understand me? I don't believe you should, as a mother, do that. It is very, very hurtful. It is very, very selfish. You have the ability to shape your child's life at the beginning of the pregnancy to the day you give birth to that lovely human being. You have the ability to shape the child's life. And giving the child the right biological father is a part of that procedure. Ruffling the child is not a good situation. And then trust and believe me, I have a good man out here that's a ball, that's a ball, that's a ball. And it's sad. How would you feel as a man, or some of you all have brothers and uncle and cousin, if you're not a woman, get up and hand them off children and know, say, you know that the children or the child is not your brother. And you see a brother weep. You see a brother blood pressure go through the roof. As a woman, how you feel? You don't believe that is hurtful and that is selfish, that is deceitful, that is just not, to me, we just think them something inhumane. I just think you have the heart. You should, as women, we should respect ourselves. Respect goes far away. There are so many different aspects of respect. And if you respect yourself, you would have never done that to your children. You should respect yourself enough to know the value of love, to know the value of care, to know the value of nurture. That are the importance, I should say, of loving your kid, of nurturing your kid, of giving your kid a sense of protection. When you don't give your child that at the beginning of life, that means you don't care, you're selfish. Because the only person you are saving face for is yourself, and you're not thinking about the child in the end. You're thinking about, oh, you are gonna look. Listen, that's not the child's responsibility. How you as a woman is going to look. What is your responsibility is to be responsible for the child well-being when the child gets here. And that is giving the child the biological father, the right man for the child. We cannot be out here in the street as women making up men for children, or making up fathers, or creating fathers. It's not okay. It is not okay. It must be stopped. And a lot of y'all women love run the ask for child support and all these people, but me honestly believe, like, even the men who are taking care of these children for decades upon decades should take on behind to court and sue on for every last dollar spent, because this is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. It should not happen. And when does it stop? This is happening all too often. Every time you look around and the US government tests multiple picnics, multiple children, how many of them come back? You're not the biological father. Come on. When are you going to stop? When will not wise up? Or even before this happened, you all know that the man go down to embassy, go get tested out. You know you carry the child down to embassy. After time the children is underage, you have to carry the children them down there. And you know in your heart, this may not be this man's child. At what point you turn back or you said, you know what? Me have something to tell John, I'm going to tell John. I have to tell Harry, that I have doubts. At what point do you look and you say to the child, you know what? This may not be what you expect. Or I have something to share with you. Why do you wait till the actual DNA test show up and you break a child's heart like that? You destroy a man's life like that. And you, the mother, knows this. Women, I'm beseeching you. Stop. And this may be a continuous conversation. However, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget, turn the notification buttons on. You'll hear it first.